La leche, la leche, la leche, la leche, la leche. Parity, not patriarchy, past, present, futures. Here's we are again, the Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General's Co-Secretary. That's what we like to call ourselves and use, all of us, everyone's. But in order to connect our names and purposes to other archetypal languagings of hers and histories on this, our homes, and all our planets, past, present, futures, in contact, we also call ourselves other names, such as ever young goddesses and gods. Now, does that mean we're trying to become a pantheon above others? No, of course not. What we are delivering is divine democracies, so that all the LE circles and arrowways, all the females and males, all the Elhas and Elohims, all of the created incarnated souls that Goddess God has created and incarnated past, present, and futures, which is past, present, futures, which is not linear in times, back and forth in circles, times, and balance and contact, can be reunited again. Cans and shells be, and shells and cans be reunited again, back and forth in circles, times, and balance and contact. Couszmic Chrisztsz. Now, does that in any way suggest that we are trying to usurp the ever-loving's and ever-living's authorities and powers of the one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe? No, of course not. There is only one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe, ever present in all creations and all sustains, including us, all of us, everyone's, and all that we have ever known, and all that we shall ever known, and have ever known, and shall come to our loved and our loathes, ELLEVENSZ, betters, past, present, futures, back and forth in circles, times, and balance and contact. And including also all of the flora and fauna that Goddess God has given us to co-steward and appreciate, along with, of course, all our families and communities back and forth in circles, times, in balance and contact, especially. And so we says, Namaste is the divines within us, Greece the divines within yous and alls. And we says, Nikotuyo Oyasin, Nikotuyo Kosiferal. We are all related, and because we know we are all related, so we cans and shells and cans comes together again, back and forth in circles, times, and balance and contact. For heaven's on this and all ours. And we also says, the alights within us, Greece, the alights within yous and alls, Comingsz, and Ubuntu, and all the heritages and hues, greetings of loves and peace and life, and carings and sharings, back and forth to mitochondrial leaves, so Ubuntu's, and before, during, and after, because space-time is not linear. And we especially are heeding the kindness and wisdom of the divine feminine friendlies and equally divine feminine masculine civilizations, especially Atlantis, Thrace, and the Vedics and Druidics, and going back and forth in circles, times, as I say, to mitochondrial Eve, and before and after journeys beyond on the smaller planets. So that we shall therefore call ourselves also with our names. We call ourselves co-Stellarianlies and co-Easteralianlies. I should also say we call ourselves we call ourselves co-Kalki, co-Jaganach. Well, let's go back. We call ourselves co-White Calf Women, co-Changing Women, Iroquois, goddess clans mothers. In fact, Iroquois goddess Sister Gazinas, and co-cousin brothers, goddesses and gods. We call ourselves co-Spider Women's, co-Sky Women's, co-Earth Women's, co-Kachinas, Katsinas, co-Daganach, co-Kalki, co-Amamari, co-Ablashkasteros, Quanyans Buddhas, co-Zarshans, and co-Couszmic Chrisztsz. Don't let that word Christ intimidate you. The word Christ in ancient languages simply used translates to anointed. Anointed to do what? To do greatest and kindest and wisdom is now Couszmic Chrisztsz for all humanities, past, present, futures, for reborns and risen humanities. As Co-Secretary General's Co-Secretary, or if you like, Couszmic Chrisztsz. And so we call ourselves, therefore, co-Stellarianlies and co-Easteralianlies and co-Easteralianlies and co-Easteralianlies, because we are combining the messages of Shushan, that is 50-50 promise fulfilled and delivered, with that of the Galilee, that is equally including the Magdalenians and Nazarenes, which actually were previously Venusians and Marians, equals all the divine feminines, frenilies, all the divine feminines, reparatives, and all the divine feminines and masculines, equals, reparatives with an I in it. And then we also connect them to their ancient heritages, especially of Thrace and especially Atlantis and the Vedics and Moors and Druidics, so that we can call ourselves truly the very real stargates, Atlantis and all holy lands and sacred earths risen, reborns, nativities, and always risen springs, and the last that shall be first go first teams, a very real stargate, Star Trek put together, parity, peace, culture, seventh on earth, including this earth, on all our planets, past, present, futures, and contact. Now, it sounds like a daunting task to call currently to open the stargates and the Akashic records for rewards risen humanities, but it's actually easily accomplished via the numerical rule, which you can read at 5050now.wordpress.com, and just after it, read the 11 steps for easily accomplished strategies for making us and thus. And you also see a page on the website called Among the Representatives, you, because you too, cans and shells and cans, joins us in becoming Equinoxtrueqsz Co-Secretary General Scotiaraz. And the only issue we have been concerned about is whether or not we'd be silly and stupid enough to lose our incarnations and ignore this understandings and you have to come back and lose this planet in that case, and then have to come back again somewhere else in the universe to do open the stargates and then the Akashic records from there. But we actually believe we cans and shells and cans accomplish this now, all of us, and with yous. And you can see our names and pictures of cans, all of them. We read more. We start with our great and grandmothers. First go first, and then all our Shekinas, all the females of our families, and equally especially essentials also for opening the stargates, the Akashic records, very beloved, of course. Naturally, it's our youngest generation, females and males, Elohaz and Elohims, LA circles, and always would say some of the names. We'll say, Jigga Queen Esther, and all the Iroquois goddess grandmothers, including more recently Barbara Herschel, Lydia Costanza, and currently Victoria, Virginia, and Lydia's Velmating New Times. And we have our co-wife Bubble women, especially equally Murder Twin Pearl, especially Mount Patricia Sunflowers, and Martha and Sophie, and we're seeing crickets, Loyalities, and Auroras, and lots more theirs. And we have our Ubuntus, we have our Josephine Bakers, we have our Rachel Reyes, grandparents, we have our grandmothers, we have our aunts, we have our Gorgis and Lillian Gaiaras, and there we have our bright light families. We have Sylvia's and Monica, lots more there. We have our Estelarians, Anna's and Hannah's and Ellen's, lots more then, especially nurse and George to our benches and hearts. We have our Vedusians and Marians, our Rio Churchwanians, Magdalenes and Nazarenes, Australian Libertian, Australian, lots more there, and especially equally as Harriet and Radiant Ray, and Traveling Back and Forth Circle Types, Clarity Claret, Jupiter and Falcon, Precious Risen Rose, Maria, Harvard, Garnet, Grace, all the greats restored, Dorsey's teaching learners, all the lessons of Ross. We have our current generations of women, we have Esther's and Rachel's, and Julian and Maurice, Dan, Maurice, and Anne, Legalies, Jenny's, and Diaz Divine, and Barbara's, and our younger generations, April's, Risen, Rose, Risen, Earth, and Joanne's, all of 15 years, Hester's, levels and shows, especially for Cecilia, and Harmless of his Wesley's, our young couples, Hadass and Gail, and Leon Wells, Pinch, and John Bryce, and Trevor Morris, our Comingsz. Very, always has to learn these, always related these, always used to learn is always related these soons, ever ye's blessings. Leche, party on patriarchy.